My name is Cheeno Ghee, aka the Godchild. I'm from Brownsville, New York, by way of Atlanta, based in Charlotte, North Carolina. Songwriter, artist, producer, the everything guy, I guess. That you could call me. My project that I released in October, To Whomever It Concerns, that's only my second project. I don't have this crazy catalog, but the reach and that's gotten right now is that can only go up. Because I look at my first project that I dropped in 2018 versus the project I dropped last year, the gap is incredible. So I'm like, I'm not even where I was when I dropped that project. So the next record that I put out and the next whatever I feel like whatever I got the Midas Touch right now. So whatever I touch next is bound to just surpass anything that I've done. I had every intention of actually playing ball professionally. So for me to get here and kind of start investing into professional recording spaces and things like that, it just seemed like if I'm gonna be putting my money into it, I need to put my heart into it as well. So the transition from dropping out of college in Atlanta to moving out to Charlotte, it just seemed like this is a fresh start. I could really get serious and see, just how deep this calling goes. I realized in the pandemic, I'm not the social media artist, which is crazy. A lot of artists have become like super fucking over creative in this pandemic with the use of social media platforms. I realized that wasn't my calling. It was just leveling up my consistency with what I did. And had I not experienced that, I wouldn't be in this state of gratitude where I'm at. I would still be trying to find what's the next thing. When sometimes you can really chill and the next thing finds you. And that's where I'm at right now. When it came to music, outside of poetry, when it came to music, I realized, this is like a mini Atlanta almost. Like, it's a bubbling culture. The creative side of Charlotte is super dope. But as far as like the who's, the what's, the where's, that shit always found me. The connection with artists like De Niro, something that found me. Rhapsody found me through a freestyle, reached out, and just kind of, we haven't even met yet physically. But I could feel like, she calls me sis, I call her sis, and I think it's because of what our music, the message behind the music, probably the proximity of North Carolina, and then us being women doing what we trying to do. The difference with having an independent label, and I say this often, is like, it's inevitable that there's a bigger picture, right? And I feel like I know the end game almost to the T, like the back of my hand, if I stay just myself. Because if it's just me, the vision is unchanging, the message is unchanging, nothing is tampered with. Whereas there's a little bit of almost an expected compromise if you extend your platform and go the major route. I'm not against it in any way, shape, or form, because sometimes those are the ones that put you in the space to create a Dreamville and to create a TDE, you know what I mean? But for me, it has to, one thing I'm not folding on is my message. So if the message is tampered in any kind of way, if it has to be almost filtered, if you try to filter, there's no chain of command in my message. I don't report to anybody, you know what I mean? So if it starts to feel like I'm compromising too much in my message, I'm compromising myself, and that's not happening.